I just wanted you to know.
How you guys doing today? Welcome back to my channel. It's been over a week since I posted a video and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, but there was one thing. I'm gonna tell you 3 stories in this video, and the first one has a special meaning of why I'm gonna tell you. Like, there's a specific reason why I'm gonna tell you guys, and the other 2 are just random stories that I feel like telling you guys, that I feel that you, the Cheapy J community, should know of what's happening in my life. But the first one has to do with the whole spread the love and do dope shit campaign that I'm trying to run this year. So if you don't mind, let's get right into it, alright? So on Monday when I was working, they sent me on my break, right? So, you know, they sent me on my 30-minute break. So I go in the break room, you know, I'm eating my double cheeseburger with no pickles, no onions, add mac sauce to that some bitch. And then I was by myself for like 5 minutes, and then one of my coworkers, his name is Alex, he came in. And you know, it was just like silent. It wasn't awkward silence. It was just like silence for like 5 minutes. And then he looks up and he was like, you know what? You're a really awesome person. Like, you're a really great person. And honestly, I didn't show, like, it touched me right here. Like, those 2 sentences, like, things like that make my day. And like, I was like, you know what? You're a really awesome person too. And I told him, like, I really appreciate you saying that to me, because like, I'm over here trying to, you know, run and spread the love and do dope shit, and this guy's doing it every day. I'm trying to do what he's doing, you know. I should sign up to Cheapy Squad, man. No, but I wanted to tell you guys, because like, people like that are awesome. I know a lot of people that are like that, and I can guarantee you they're gonna watch this video. If you're watching this video, and I know you personally, I love you. You're awesome. Keep doing your thing, and keep spreading love, right? But the message that I wanted to give from that story was that I want you guys to do that to other people. You know, I want you to make other people's days. You know, I'm over here trying to spread the love and shit. But yeah, that's the first story. And then the second story is so stupid, it got me pissed. So I got a ticket, right? And that my parents don't know about again. The only way they'll find out is if my siblings show them this video, or if they find my videos, which I highly doubt. But so I was at the park, right, the other night, and it was pretty late. It was like 11 at night and shit. And we see the cops roll up, and then they flash the lights and shit, and I was like, ah, fuck. And then the cop gets down, and then I made sure that my hands were visible, because, you know, I'd be watching TMZ and shit with the whole, oh, I thought he was pointing a gun and shit. So I made sure my hands were visible on the steering wheel. And then the cop comes up to the window, and he freaking bangs on my window with his flashlight. And I was like, you're gonna break my window, bruh. You're gonna fucking break it. And then he was like, roll down the window. So I like rolled down the window and shit. I'm on the truck that I drive, I have the rolling one, so I had to like fucking roll that shit down. And all he said to me was like, give me your license. And I was like, alright. He didn't even tell me for what, and that was my fault. I should have fucking asked, but at that time I wasn't thinking, you know. He just said, give me your license, and I was like, alright. So I gave him my license, he left, and then I came back. No, I didn't come back, I was in the chair the whole time. No, he comes back like 5 minutes later, and he's like, oh, where you from? And I was like, what the fuck? Because that's like some gangster type shit, like, where you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Whittier. And then he's like, oh, you're not supposed to be here like after sunset, and like sunset's at 6. And then he was like, here, you have 21 days to pay this, yada yada yada. And then I was like, oh, can I pay for it online and shit, so like it doesn't come in the mail? And then he was like, yeah, you can. And then he was like, get out of it. Like, he didn't say get out of here, but he was like, oh, you guys have a good night. And I was like, alright, you have a good night too, but whatever. But yeah, it was fucking stupid, and like, it kind of pissed me off that he was like banging on my window with his fucking heavy ass flashlight and shit. But yeah, that was the second story, and I just felt like telling you guys. Alright, and the third and last story was when I seen some crazy shit when I was working one day. So one day I was working, right, and I was working like the second window at the drive-thru when you give the people their food and stuff. And we had to park this lady, so like they were like, oh, park them. So I told the lady, oh, can you do me a favor and like, you know, go to the number 1 right there, and we'll bring you your food when it's ready and stuff. And then, you know, at first she was cool about it, you know. She was like, oh yeah, no problem. So she pulls up and I was like, yeah, whatever, okay, you know, now on to the next order. And then when the first lady's order, so like I gave the second order away, like I gave her her food, and then I noticed that she wasn't moving. And then she was like, oh, the lady in front of me won't move. And then I was like, oh, okay, like, what do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do. So she was like honking and stuff, and I was like, oh, great, like once the honking started, it's not gonna end well. But then like they're like, oh, like take the parked car out, and I was like, all right, so I'm just gonna give the first lady her food, and then they're not gonna leave, and you know, whatever. So as I'm walking out, I just hear the honking, and then the first lady, the reason she was honking was because like the first lady, she didn't pull up all the way, so you know, she only went like halfway, so like the car behind her couldn't leave, so that's why she was honking. So when I went to go give the first lady her food, she sees me, she rolls down her window, and then she sticks up the middle finger to the person honking at her behind her, and I was like, oh shit, like I never seen something like that before. And then she yells at me when I give her her food, she yells at me. She was like, oh, I'm about to get in a fucking fight in the parking lot, and like I couldn't believe that she said that to me, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then my reaction was just like, okay, like I don't know what you want me to do. And she was like, oh, this is the last time I'm coming to this fucking McDonald's. And I was like, good, bitch, we don't want you here. If you're gonna bring that nasty ass attitude, I don't want to see you ever again, shit. But yeah, you know, that actually ruined my day, you know, like, she cussed me out, and I was just giving her her food, like, why you gotta be so rude for, like, we're all human, like, who raised you, bruh? Why you gotta be so rude for, like, I don't get it. And that's something I deal with, or I used to deal with on the daily, but not as much anymore, and I don't get it, man. If you ever go to a drive-thru of any fast food, just remember to be polite, you know, say please, say thank you, ask them how they're doing, don't be rude, because we're human too, you know, we remember that stuff, and yeah, I don't get why people are so rude. But anyways, that's gonna be it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed my 3 random stories, and you know what, I'll see you guys on Friday. Alright, you guys take care, and spread love, do dope shit, and take care, right?
Well, then tell me who deserve it. Eyes get low, but I'm still observing. I see you lurking, never see me out in person. I'm always working, money on your head if you make a nigga nervous. Never made a move out here.